That radio chick Cheryl Lee here. Welcome to the Still Rocking It podcast, where we'll have music, news reviews and interviews with some of our favourite Australian musicians and artists. One of my all-time favourite Australian bands, the SuperJesus, are releasing a new self-titled album right now, which you can pre-order. Their first full album in 20 years, featuring stunning new ballad Diamonds. After 30 years of crafting their sound, the songwriting partnership of Sarah McLeod and Stuart Rudd has truly found its sweet spot. This is the new SuperJesus, a more soulful, engaging version of the band we know and love, where songwriting is king. In Diamonds, we hear them like never before. It's a beautiful, emotional ballad written on the piano, showcasing how far the band has come musically, coupled with Sarah's classic rich vocals. It's a beautiful piece, and we chat to Sarah now. To catch up on podcasts from other favourite artists, simply go to thatradiochick.com.au. Let's get stuck into it. I think the last time I spoke to you was at Monday.
It was, yeah. How have you been?
Yeah, good. Have you recovered?
Oh, I was bring back pretty quick.
I reckon it took a month to get all the dirt out of my nooks and crannies.
Yeah, it does take a while, doesn't it? Don't bring your best things to the desert, that's for sure.
No. Where are you at the moment? Are you in Adelaide?
I am, yeah, 27 Club.
Good. I did have that on my list of questions. Did you bring this lovely weather with you from Queensland?
You know, I just got here and it's so nice. I was just thinking that today I just went for a walk around the city and I was like, God, I love this city. Beautiful.
Yeah, we are pretty lucky. I was going to say, if you were here, you could have come into the studio or we could have met at the pub and had a wine or something next time.
Ah, yeah, good. I'm always up for wine.
Just a quickie, do you prefer phone over Zoom, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I don't like Zoom. I hate Zooms.
Do you?
Yeah, hate Zooms.
I thought it was because you didn't want to put your makeup on.
I like to be able to wear headphones, and it can't do it with Zoom. If I put headphones on, I don't have to hold the phone. I can walk around. I'm wearing headphones now. It's great.
I thought it might have been because Wi-Fi can sometimes be a bit dodgy on the old Zoom.
Oh, yeah, I have had nothing but trouble with Zoom.
I have been watching the video and listening to the new song this morning. Well, I bought my album and T-shirt a week ago, and I bought my tickets to the Bridgeway this morning, so I'm all sorted.
Thank you.
No worries. We'll talk about all the exciting things that are happening with the tour and the album in a minute. I have to ask you, you know, being the cold chisel tragic that I am, tell me, what's the goss how was the Cold Chisel tour?
Oh, it was fantastic. The nostalgia level was on stun. And it wasn't just the band, it was everybody in the audience. It's just great crowds, really lovely crowds. Everyone just there to reminisce and sing, you know. So it's not often you see people that are that happy as a general mass all singing the same songs together. It was really beautiful. It's quite tribal.
Well, I went to three of their gigs. Yeah, it was great. I was one of the tribal people in the audience. It was so good to have you guys appearing with them as well.
Yeah, it was great. It was really good for us. Like, great to get to play in front of that audience. Really appreciative, generous crowd. Last time I spoke to Ruddy, I think, was just before you were about to embark. So he was pretty excited. You all had a good time. Yeah, we had a great time, and then we came home and put all our ducks in order and got the album released together. Yeah, put your head down and your bum up and got to work. Yeah, there was a lot to do. One more quick question, and then we'll chat about the good news. I did notice that you had a look-alike, like a little mini-me doppelganger in 27 Club, and I was wondering if you were coming. Who's that young lady? Are you talking about Virginia Lilly? Yeah. Oh, yeah. She plays the show. She does the same role as me when I have other shows. Yeah. She's great, isn't she? She is. But I'm glad you're here because, you know, I do like to see you. We've got our tickets for the 27 Club as well. Have you seen any good fringy stuff while you're here? No, because I haven't been here yet. I came in for rehearsals last week and then I've been in WA doing some solo shows at Birds of Tokyo and I just got back. Just going down there this afternoon for the first time. Have fun in the garden. Oh, I will. I always do. Great time to be in Adelaide. How lucky are we?
You are listening to Still Rocking It, the podcast with Cheryl Lee.
I'm not going to make you wait till the end of the interview to hear the new song. It's fabulous. And here it is now. Diamonds. It's a very, very emotional song. Gives me goosebumps. I hope you love it as much as I do. And then more from Sarah when we're back.
Take me home, it's the end of the night. Roll a smoke, share a joke and get high as a kite.
New album released for my birthday. Thank you very much. And an associated tour. Tour starts June the 6th, goes through and finishes, saving the best till last, July 5 here at the Bridgeway.
Yes.
You guys have played at the Bridgeway before?
Yeah, once, and it was a really, really cool show, so we decided to go back there. I like it there. It's a bit out of town, but it's a vibe.
It's an oldie but a goodie. I used to go there when I was too young to go there, because I'm from that area, and we used to line up literally around the street to get in every Thursday, Friday and Saturday night. So it's fabulous that they're doing live music again and supporting live music. So I'll see you down the front there as well as the 27 Club. Now, this new album and the new single Diamonds, absolutely love it. You knew that I would. A little bit of a different sound for the SuperJesus.
Yeah, well, I wrote it for my solo album and then I played it to Ruddy and I was like, look, this is for my solo album, but I don't know, maybe just have a listen in case you like it, because I feel like it's special and I feel like I'll be withholding information if I don't play it to first. And he was like, oh, I know, I love it, let's take it. And I was like, really? Oh yeah, let's take it. And the band did a number on it. They really lifted it to the next level. I was stoked.
They sure did. Good decision there. I was looking at the video. I'm like, oh, now, I recognise that place. Where is that? There be no. And then I realised it was at our Woodville Town Hall.
Yeah, and my mum used to go to Woodville High School. She did a play, she did Macbeth at Woodville Town Hall, and so she was like so excited. I was like, no, we need to go there for Mum.
Aww.
But they were very good to us, and the room is just beautiful.
It scrubbed up pretty well in the video. It looked amazing, as did you. That sort of like 1940s vibe.
Yeah, I was sort of going for that old Hollywood scene.
You looked awesome, as did the boys, actually. They scrubbed up pretty good too.
Yeah, I thought we should do something different, like the song lends itself to be, a bit of it styled a little bit differently, so let's go for it, just once.
So that is the new single. Is this the 5th single for this album?
No, hang on. There's Money, Lights Out, We Won't Let Go, Dancing with Myself, Something Good, and Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Yeah.
So it's actually the 6th, yeah. I've got About Dancing with Myself. Yeah, that's a great cover. How did you decide on that one?
Oh, that was Ruddy's idea. He was like, let's do something pop punk. And I'm like, all right, you're talking my language. Keen.
He's pretty good to have around, that Ruddy.
Yeah, he's a good asset, the old Ruddy.
Still Rocking It podcast with that radio chick, Cheryl Lee. No secret that I do love a well-executed cover of a good song. This is a great choice. The SuperJesus do a fabulous version of the Billy Idol hit, Dancing with Myself, and we'll be back to speak to Sarah McLeod after this.
Down in London town to go with the record selection and a mirror's reflection. I'm dancing with myself.
I was reading what you guys were saying, because you guys have been together for so long, outlasted most marriages, and you must be doing something right.
Well, yeah, we know that when there's tension to just close our mouths and walk away, and it always dies down. We never actually resolve it. We just walk away, and then we come back and go, now, where were we? And there's always some sort of solution by then, so we don't really fight that much.
That's really good advice.
Yeah, we're very patient and calm.
He says that your writing partnership together has blossomed into a fantastic place to be creative.
It has, yeah. Well, we've been writing a lot together in the last few years, and we never used to. Back in the early days, I was writing with Chris or Tim, but Ruddy's really stepped up to the plate. And he created himself a recording studio at home. He bought all the equipment. He learned how to use it. He did YouTube tutorials. He just sat there and sculpted his talent until he became the main writer with me.
He honed his craft. He's done a good job.
And we both have been, in the release for this album, there's been a lot of admin and would you say, sort of like techie stuff behind the scenes to get it all up and running. And it's so much work, and it really is, like, it's its own job unto itself, and we're doing it all. Ruddy and I have just been doing YouTube tutorials like for hours a day, just going, how do you do this? I don't know. I'll just go to this tutorial. We just sit there and we learn, and, you know, we delegate jobs to each other. We just work out how to do it. And it's really hard because we're old dogs. We don't know much about how this algorithm works, but we've been sitting there learning because we knew we had to get it right for this release. We've learned a lot, and we're getting there. I'm quite proud of what we've achieved in the last couple of months.
You've done really well, and pretty much self-taught or YouTube taught.
Yeah. That's how the kids learn these days, isn't it? Just
exactly.
YouTube. Yeah.
You are listening to Still Rocking It, the podcast with Cheryl Lee.
So many great singles to choose from. I'm going to play Lights Out next because I love the fact that the guys wrote this song about Rita, one of their fans that had been with them from the very beginning, who lost her life. Just think it's amazing that they've dedicated this song to her. And then we're back to say farewell to Sarah for now.
Lights out in the city tonight. I'm only alone. Lights out.
This fantastic opportunity for local artists to open for you guys at each of your gigs. That's so exciting.
Yeah, well, we have been going through the same channels for our whole lives with getting support bands, which is fine. But for this one, we wanted to be able to dig deep and find some local talent, and also like in each city have someone local, not have a band from Sydney who's cruising around touring with us. We want, wherever we are, we want someone who's nearby, so that way, you know, we come to you and we'll put the show on and you get up and you play to our audience. So it's a good opportunity for them, but it's also good for the audience because it's good for them to be able to discover new music, and we do it together. So we're going to pick, say, top 3 for each show, and then we'll take those 3 finalists, if you will, to the public, and we'll say, what do you want? And then we'll get them to choose one. So then everyone feels involved. So it's more of a collective engagement.
Great idea. Whose idea was that?
That was me and Maddie.
Well done. For artists who might be listening, they should get onto the SuperJesus page to enter.
Yeah, so there's a in the pre-save document, you click pre-save, and inside that it's got enter the draw into the competition for the support.
Wonderful.
So you can pre-save the record and then you can enter the support.
Really looking forward to some local talent coming out of the woodwork.
There's been a lot of entries so far too. They're really good. We're like, wow, okay, this is going to be great.
What I really love is that, like, you guys have been around for 30 years now, so you're almost old school now. Really love that you are sort of giving back and helping that next generation, if you like, of artists to come through and get some exposure.
Yeah, well, I think that's really important. I think you have to do that. You get to a certain point in your career where you've got to start thinking about the next wave. And you've got to start giving back, and you've got to start helping young bands because you've got to keep the industry alive. Absolutely.
Well, 10 out of 10. Thank you for doing that and giving back. You know, 3 times ARIA Award winners, SA Music Hall of Fame inductees. It is really good to see you helping the younger artists who've got a lot to navigate in this musical landscape these days, as you're discovering by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it's hard out there now. It's really hard. You've got to do everything yourself. You're encouraged to do everything yourself. So, but, you know, if you're techie and you like to work hard, then it's actually really fun. I know you're on a short time limit today. I don't want to hold you up for your next appointment. But so I better get my entry in for my tambourine solo on the entry form. Yes. Look forward to catching up with you down the front at a gig very soon. What is next? Have you looked beyond this album and this tour? One step at a time at the moment. So no scoop for me. I'm just trying to survive this release, and we'll do a bit more touring, and then when it settles down, I'll do my solo album at some point. Yes. Well, we're so looking forward to that. Look, all the best for the tour. We'll see you down at the Fringe, and thanks for chatting with us again today, Sarah, for your time. Always a pleasure, honey. You're always such a bright, chirpy interviewer. I like talking to you. Thanks. Oh, thank you. All right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Okay, have a lovely day. You too. Bye for now. Bye. Still Rocking It podcast with that radio chick, Cheryl Lee. To solve the problem of deciding which
which other single to take us out today, I've decided to play one of my favourite versions of House of the Rising Sun, and it's Sarah McLeod's live version from her live acoustic studio sessions EP. You're going to love this.
There is a house in New Orleans.
You're with Cheryl Lee, that radio chick. Thank you so much for joining me on the Still Rocking It podcast. Hope to catch you again next time. Get out when you can, support Aussie music, and I'll see you down the front.